Bienvenue, ici War Survivor Chris Vegas qui s'adresse à tout le monde. C'est parti pour la suite de PGA Tour de K24 de K25 sur PS5. Je continue le jeu, c'est parti. C'est bien de K25.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful grounds of TPC Sawgrass, our opening round coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. Rich, it's a monster week on tour. It's the Players' Championship. What challenges does TPC Sawgrass present?
I think more than anything else, it's the most effective and efficient way to attack this Pete Dye design, Andrew. There's nothing straightforward about it. The tee boxes point you one direction, the fairway landing area is in a different direction, and the greens sit in a different direction. There are no straight lines on this golf course. You have to think outside the box to get it around the best at TPC Sawgrass, which is not something that the best in the world tend to do very well. They like things very linear. This is not linear.
Got some work to do with this putt. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Yeah, it's really tough to see, but it's going to be straight and then just switch left.
That one drops. Here's a look at the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 4th place. This is a 7-iron on the way. He's got this putt for birdie. Wow. Okay, we're done with that hole. And after that, he remains at even par. Let's see what happens here on 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
And just a tap in left for par. Here's a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is in a tie for 6th.
All right, Rich, the par 4 5th. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The 6th is a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Oh, that is beautiful.
This putt to move into a share of second place. And as we check the standings, our leader has a one-stroke advantage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
Difficult par 4, 451 yards, water and sand all the way down the left-hand side. Hit it out to the right, find the green with your second, and sprint to the next hole, making 4.
And he's down there. You got to read.
From the get-go, this is a big left-to-right breaker. No harm done. Nestled it up close.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's got too much heat. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. And with that, he's back to even overall.
We have a par 3 here.
Par 3, 237 yards in length, a brute to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
All right, that one is behind us. After that hole, our featured player is making a move. Now to 9, the closing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 5. I think this one will find the fairway quite easily.
This is bold. Going for it in 2.
Great recovery there. Should be able to clean that up and save par. And the tap-in birdie, always nice. And a good job there as he moves to 1 under for the championship. Here's a look at the leaderboard at the end of round 1, and he finds himself in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
That will do it for our broadcast day. For all of us at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Welcome back to second round action of the Players' Championship. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you today. And Rich, as we get set for this second round, our featured player is at the top of the leaderboard.
It's always good to be leading after the first day, but listen, you got a lot of golf left to go. Let's not get too excited yet. Let's appreciate yesterday, but we need to move on.
Teeing off now on this par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Wow, he's going to like that one. 9 feet remain.
This for a birdie run.
That putt goes in. Time to make a move. Stepping on to the par 3 third.
Par 3, just 177 yards from the back. but this green is always firm. Be wary of that.
An opportunity to make birdie. That is an early message sent as the putt goes down.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
This should turn back to the right. This putt for par. Let's take a look at Brooke Henderson from earlier today.
Interested to take a look at this approach shot.
Okay, as we make our way back to live play, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
And he's maintained top spot on the leaderboard after that hole.
Nicely done.
Time to take a look at some of the action from elsewhere on the course.
And take a look at his fourth now.
Well, it's fair to say that Max Homer is filled with confidence these days, isn't he? And it just seems like he's going to keep adding title after title to his resume.
Yeah, what can you say more about Max? I mean, his game is just continually to evolve year in and year out. And it just seems like with every step that he takes, it's gargantuan for his confidence because he's just a tour-bred winner.
Welcome to the tee of a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one. Not a good line.
This is tracking. That hole's done. Leading by 9 strokes after that one. Time to face a par 4.
As you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
All right, we're moving along to the action at the 8th.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
All right, let's get right back out to the action. Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down. And a 4-footer left. Taking a look at the leaderboard, he's got the lead. We finish up the opening 9 with a par 5.
Wow, that's an incredible drive.
Let's see how aggressive it becomes out of the sand.
Oh, this is perfection. Come on, be the one.
And just a tap in left for birdie. He improves to 12 under par for the event. And the second round comes to an end, and they are in first place.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
So that will do it for today. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you next time. It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Our third-round coverage of the Players' Championship starts right now. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us. It looks like another exciting day of action here on 2K Sports, and we're going to bring it all your way coming up next. Let's go out to the first hole. Time for the second shot on the first hole. Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Henny, how challenging is this putt?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place. Let's take a look at the par 5 second.
Drive it out to the right-hand side to give yourself a good look at reaching this green in two.
Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well. This one got away from him, heading to the rough. The distance left on this putt is 17 feet. That one just rolls by. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. Okay, it's a par 3.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place.
Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green: the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Well struck. Second shot here on the 5th. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. So close. And that for par. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Lovely effort that. He's setting up for his second shot. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Oh, so close to a birdie. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost.
Out to the 7th hole.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
All right, the putter can come out now. Not sure if that was a misread, but it comes up short. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. This tee shot is looking good so far.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
The putt goes in, and the lead continues to grow. No change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still out in front. Three rounds in the books, and we're set up for a dramatic finish tomorrow.
Nothing better than seeing your name on top of that leaderboard with just 1 round to go.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This will be a historic day for one player. It's the final round of the prestigious Players' Championship. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. And Rich, the final round is underway. Our featured player is in first place.
Most definitely. He's out there. He's got an arm's length kind of doing a little Heisman to the rest of the field at the moment. However, that can be a little uncomfortable to play with at times. We've seen leads like this go by the wayside pretty quickly in times gone by.
That is going to work. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out.
You know, Andrew, I think he's going to go for this one.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Opportunity here and a good-looking putt. It's looking really good. He gets that one to drop. That's the 4th birdie of the day. Time for the tee shot at 12.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard.
We have a par 3 on this one.
So many different levels to this green. On the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in 1, but watch out if you hit in the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Atta boy, good shot. This one from about 160 yards out.
I think this could be a slight miscalculation.
Putting hasn't been the strength today. Hopefully that can change right here. Didn't quite judge the speed on that one. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. This hole's a tough two-shotter, a long par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Another birdie. That's 2 in a row. Maybe the start of a hot streak.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
This is pitching wedge on the way. That's why the fans come out here to 17 to see a shot like that.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. I like that one. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. Beautiful shot from our leader. 2 putts to win, but wouldn't it be nice if this one went down? The king of TPC Sawgrass, our featured player, wins the Players' Championship.
And outlasting the strongest field on the PGA Tour. Great win.
And Rich, my dad would call that a rocking chair win. There was no doubt about it.
Your dad is a very smart man. That just sit in that chair and just let that chair do the work for you, baby. Love it.
It's been a great day. We thank you for joining us. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll see you soon.
Trophée Superstar numérique obtenu. Le trophée Superstar numérique atteignait 10 millions de followers dans MyCAREER. Voilà le trophée que je viens d'obtenir. On va d'abord faire l'interview. Là, j'ai même les 11 millions de followers. Alors, on va répondre ça. Si tu as des questions, n'hésite pas. Reste passionné dans ce que tu fais. Fin de la vidéo. Trophée Superstar numérique obtenu.